done a good job so far, but the hard part is up ahead. So stick close, and whatever you do, don't fall behind.
Did you learn anything?
Looks as though they were digging through papers all throughout the archives.
Throw the investigation into chaos.
I won't say that's not a possibility, but the all-important H88 report was left lying there looking like they read through it in a hurry.
If the enemy isn't after the report, what are they after?
Either way, our only option right now is to dig through this guy's brain.
Chief, I finally got an ID on the terrorists. These guys are ex-military. They're still running around with their unit ID codes left in their cyberbrains. However, I came across traces of evidence indicating that their memories had been overwritten just prior to the assault.
So, someone cast a spell over them, huh?
If they're merely puppets, that means someone has to be hiding behind the curtain pulling the strings. Now we need to get those strings done. At any rate, get back there.
Roger.
Do you think it would be alright if I hooked up to the National Archives database now?
You've created quite a mess. The media is looking at this from the historical conspiracy perspective, saying that this was an operation cooked up by the government or some military faction to conceal military secrets from 20 years ago. But the public is used to having information concealed from them, so while they may feign righteous indignation right now, they'll forget about it as their daily lives offer more pressing concerns.
That doesn't sound like something that the chief of the Public Security General Affairs section would say. You're responsible for the handling of more top-secret information than anyone else. Anyway, why are you here? Are you here in your other role as chief of the JSDA Watch?
According to our operatives, there are indications that the ringleader has had connections with Russia ever since his days in the military. We kept him under surveillance even after his discharge, but just the other day he killed 2 of my men while trying to escape. However, I don't believe that he was the one who killed them.
So what are you telling me? That some third party who was using him killed your lookouts in order to set him free?
But unfortunately, he died before we were able to confirm that, thanks to your people. Mr. Aramaki, I realize that your Section 9 is an independent agency that answers directly to the Prime Minister. It is an offensive anti-crime organization that has the power and capability to intervene in any crime. But yours isn't the only public security outfit. This isn't some war zone. When you stop at nothing to meet your objectives, it causes a serious backlash for all public security personnel, myself included. I ask that you bear that in mind. This is a warning from the Public Security's head of General Affairs.
Who's that?
You used to work at Police HQ and you don't know? That's the great Chiki Kanbei, Public Security Head of General Affairs. He's also in charge of the Self-Defense Army Surveillance Squad, aka JSDA Watch.
He's supposed to be keeping an eye on the military. What's he stuck his nose into this for?
He's a man who got to where he is in public security today by being utterly single-minded. He's at it in for Section 9 ever since we were founded. It's hardly surprising that he'd come here to butt in. But what has me more concerned is that as the spy sent in by the JSDA Watch 20 years ago, he was the man responsible for uncovering the attempted Far North Rebellion.
He caught Michiba?
Everyone who works in public security knows about it.
So, the great spy's been pursuing the terrorists who were after the H-88 memorandum, huh?
There are just too many points that link it to this incident.
Something tells me that this isn't over yet.
Major will be arriving at Better Totterbe in 5 minutes. Should we land as planned at the Atorofu Support Police's heliport?
No, land at the civilian airfield we're using as a makeshift command post in Tachikoma hangar. I want to check over everything inside.
Roger.
Chief.
At the moment, Beru Tarube is being pegged by widespread acts of terrorism, but security for the ceremony and the guests will be assigned jointly. Both the 5th Army's 27th Division, which has a garrison here, and the Atorofu Support Police will be in charge of this. Our mission is to prevent the assassination of former Cabinet Minister Hiruma.
Have there been any demands from the terrorists after that, other than the death threat?
No.
But it was a long time ago when Hiruma pushed for developing the Far North, back when he was Land Development Minister. Why would anybody threaten to kill him now? It doesn't make sense.
Publicly, Hiruma's retired from the party, but he's a big wheel who still has enough pull to meddle in political policy. He's got lots of enemies. It's not surprising that some of them would try to wipe him out and make it look like it had something to do with the Far North.
No, there's probably some significance to carrying out the assassination in Beru Tarube, especially at the handover commemoration ceremony. For one thing,